Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Books.
But the witch had eaten too much cake and fallen asleep. So the fairy tiptoed past the sleeping cat, waved her wand, abracadoo, abracadee, unfreeze the children and set them all free. And in a flash, the witch's spell was undone. As the sun came up and the stars went away, all of the children found themselves safely back in their beds. The end.
Mummy, why did the witch freeze all the children?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe the witch didn't like the noise the children made and just happened to know a spell for freezing them.
Yes, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Not eating for a year and a day must have made the children very hungry.
No, the witch had frozen them solid, like frozen peas. Now, frozen peas don't get hungry, do they?
No.
Queen Thistle, where do the stars go in the daytime?
I'm sorry, Ben.
You said the sun came up and the stars went away. But where did the stars go?
Well, let's see what the book says. It doesn't say where the stars went.
Nanny Plum, do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Oh.
Perhaps we should ask King Thistle. He knows how the world works.
Yes, let's go and ask Daddy.
Enter!
Daddy, can we ask you a question?
Yes, of course, Holly. What is it?
Can you tell us where the stars go in the daytime?
What?
Where do the stars go when the sun comes up?
Well, they go. Yes, they go. I'm actually rather busy at the moment, Holly.
Our storybook said the stars went away.
But it didn't say where they went.
Oh, I see. Well,
There are plenty of books in the Royal Library. One of them might have the answer.
good idea, Queen Thistle. Come on, everyone.
Wow, it's very untidy in here.
That's because these are magic books.
You are very naughty books. Flying about and fidgeting. Chop, chop. Go sort yourselves out. ABC, neatly please.
How do we find what we're looking for?
These are magic books. You just ask them.
Excuse me, books. Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Do you have anything about stars at all?
Ooh, look at all the fancy writing.
What does it say?
Has it got the answer?
It says, "Little star, we ask you to make our wishes all come true." Oh, it's just a spell for wishing on a star.
Oh, I think these magic books are only for making spells, not for answering questions.
But Nanny, why don't you know the answer?
I'm Nanny Plum, not an astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist? What's that?
Oh, it's just someone who knows a lot about stars and space and things.
Elves know a lot about things. We could ask my mum and dad.
Are your mum and dad astrophysicists?
Maybe. Let's go and see.
Hello. My goodness.
Mum, Dad, are you astrophysicists?
No,
we're
we're
elves.
elves.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Nobody knows the answer.
Maybe we could ask the wise old elf.
Yes, he's wise.
He's old.
And he's an elf.
This is the wise old elf's study, where he thinks about things and is wise and stuff.
Enter.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody. How can I help you?
Wise old elf, we have a question.
The answer wasn't in our storybook.
It's an elf question, not really a fairy matter.
So we thought, as you are the wise old elf,
Yes, of course. Ask me any question, anything at all.
Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Ask me another question. On sport, perhaps.
You're not really wise, are you? You're just old.
So, old elf, you don't know the answer?
No, but I do know where to find it.
Where?
Follow me.
Is it far? All of this searching for answers has made me a bit tired.
We can take the lift. Mind the doors, please.
Where are we going?
We are going to the Great Elf Library.
Great elf library indeed. It's probably just a dusty old cupboard. Goodness me!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Wow. It's huge.
There are so many books here. How do you stop them flying about and fidgeting?
These are not magic books, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, how do you ever find what you are looking for, then?
We ask the wise old librarian.
So where is this wise old librarian?
Can I help you?
Are you the librarian?
Yes.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
Yes. The answer is in the astrophysics section, second row, reference 520.34. This way.
But we already looked in books for the answer.
What books did you look in?
We looked in my storybook.
And we looked in magic spell books.
Well, there are different books for different things. There are books with stories in,
Ooh, look, witches.
and books about how things work.
Wow, a rocket book.
There are books about music,
Oompa music for elves, my favourite.
books about animals,
Oh, chickens. That's interesting.
books about vegetables.
Oh, yes, I like vegetables, especially peas.
You can find out any answer if you look in the right book. Ah, here we are. A book on stars.
Is this going to have the answer?
Let's see. Is everybody comfortable?
Yes, Queen Thistle.
On clear nights, we can see the stars twinkling in the sky. The light we see from each star is tiny, the tiniest little spot of light. We can only see it because the sky is so dark.
Black. The night sky is pure blackness.
Yes, it is, Holly. But when the morning comes and the sun rises, the sky gets brighter and the stars disappear.
But, Mummy, where do the stars go?
They don't go anywhere.
What?
They're still shining in the sky. We just can't see them anymore because the sky is so bright.
It's obvious. I knew that.
And when the sun goes down and the sky gets darker, we can see the stars again.
When the sun goes. Of course.
So, Daddy, where does the sun go?
Well, wise old elf?
Oh, these books should answer that question, Your Majesty.
Oof!
Hooray!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees and mushrooms and frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, wise old elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A welted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a welted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
Look!
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the wise old elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh! Cool. Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
We could give it some magical help.
Nanny Plum, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree. Yes, please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the wise old elf.
Please, wise old elf.
Oh, very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes. Thunder and lightning, north winds blow, little acorn grow,
Wow!
Nanny Plum, is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? but I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, wise old elf.
Of course, I expect the wise old elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you've found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Stinky whiffy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework...
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracazeri, frog to fairy. Oh, it worked.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracazeri, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum. But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The woodpecker.
Do you have to knit?
I like knitting. It's my hobby.
Why does it have to be so noisy?
Someone's a bit grumpy.
I'm not grumpy. I'm bored.
Maybe you should have a hobby, like stamp collecting.
What's stamp collecting?
You collect stamps and put them in a book.
Why would anyone want to do that?
How about train spotting? You look at trains and write down their numbers in a book.
No one would want to do that.
Or there's bird spotting.
Don't tell me. I look at birds and write them down in a book.
Yes, something like that.
I love birds. Please try it, Daddy.
OK. What do I do?
You'll need binoculars, a bird spotter's badge, and of course a book.
Welcome to the world of bird spotting. Look for birds, then tick 'em off in this book.
All right, I'll give it a go. Oh, a bird.
What sort of bird is it, Daddy?
It's a robin.
Yes, a robin. And I spotted it. This is rather fun. Oh, there's another bird.
What does it look like?
It's got a long, pointy beak.
Oh, it's a woodpecker. A very special bird.
Can I have a look, Daddy?
Yes, Holly.
Ooh, the woodpeckers landed on the great elf tree.
Orange juice, Ben?
Yes, please, Mum.
Quick, everyone out! It's an earthquake!
It's an earthquake! It's an earthquake!
It's not an earthquake.
Phew!
It's worse than an earthquake. It's a woodpecker.
It's smashing the tree.
It's made a hole!
It's got inside!
Oh, it's not in my flat.
Phew! It's not in my flat.
Our door's stuck.
Here, son, let me try.
I believe we have found the bird. Everybody, keep calm and don't panic. Ah! Everybody out!
Run for your lives!
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Holly. We've got a bird in our tree.
Yes, I saw it first. It's a woodpecker.
That's correct. I didn't realize Your Majesty was interested in birds.
Oh, yes, I'm a bird spotter. Here's my badge.
Then it's very good you turned up. We need all the help we can get.
Take me to the bird.
Thank goodness you're here, Your Majesty. The woodpecker is in our home.
It's building a nest.
And soon there'll be eggs.
And when they hatch, there'll be baby woodpecker chicks.
And baby woodpecker chicks are extremely rare to spot.
Fantastic. When they hatch, I can come back and tick them off in my book.
It's got to go now, before it lays its eggs.
It can't go. I want to spot the chicks.
This tree is for elves, not for woodpeckers.
No nesting creature shall be disturbed. That's the law.
Is it?
It is now. By royal command.
Oh, it's in writing. We'll have to obey it. Elves never break the law.
And we're elves.
Splendid. That's that sorted.
Can I stay and look at the woodpecker with Ben?
Yes, Holly. I've got more bird spotting to do.
Da-da-doo-dum-da-dee-da, da-da-dee-dum-da-da-dee-da. There, all nice and tidy. Oh, what's this?
It's just bird seed, Nanny. I'm trying to attract some rare birds. Don't sweep it up.
Are you sure, Your Majesty? We don't want to attract a mouse.
Look, Holly. Eggs.
They're hatching.
Baby birds! Hello, I'm Ben, and this is Holly.
Oh, they're so sweet.
They'd be a lot sweeter if they weren't in our home.
They're going.
I think they're trying to fly.
But they can't fly.
I can teach them. Fairies are good at flying, and I'm a fairy. OK, baby birds, just copy me. Flying is easy peasy. Oh, they're not copying me.
Maybe we should start with something simpler. How did you learn to fly?
I've been flying since I was a baby. I can't remember my first flying lesson.
Let's begin with flapping, like this.
They're copying you, Ben.
Now flap faster. Now jump. They're flying.
Clever, Ben. You taught them to fly even though you can't fly yourself. Bye-bye, birds.
There they go. Goodbye, little ones.
Oh, don't say you miss them now.
No, I've just got something in my eye.
Have the chicks hatched yet? I want to tick them off in my book.
They've flown away, Daddy.
I taught them how to fly.
Oh.
Baby woodpecker chicks are a once-in-a-lifetime sight for a bird spotter. But you missed them.
It's not fair. Now I'm not going to spot anything good. Hello?
King Thistle, we've got a strange nest in the castle.
A nest? I'll be there straight away. Nanny, where's the nest?
It's in the middle of my kitchen. It's a...
Don't tell me, Nanny. I want to be the one to spot it.
Wow, that's a big nest.
It can't stay in my kitchen.
Nanny Plum, my law says no nesting creature may be disturbed.
But it's a...
Shush, Nanny. This is my hobby, not yours. I'll name it.
Whoa, it's got beady eyes.
Beady eyes? It could be the beady-eyed blackbird.
Aha! That sounds rare.
It's got whiskers.
Whiskers? It could be the whiskered thrush.
And it's got a long, scaly tail.
A scaly tail? This bird is so rare I don't even know it.
I've discovered a new bird. It shall be named the King Thistlebird.
If you say so, Your Majesty, but I don't want that filthy, smelly rodent in my kitchen.
Nanny Plum, that's no way to talk about the King Thistlebird. We must let it lay its eggs in peace.
I don't think rats lay eggs.
Rats?
The rats!
Oh, you've got rats.
Get rid of it!
Yes, shoo, shoo! Get out of here, you filthy rat!
No, Your Majesty. The King Thistlebird must be allowed to stay.
What?
Your law says no nesting animal may be disturbed.
Did I say that?
Yes, Daddy.
Well, maybe the law should say,
Let me see this law.
You see, it's in writing. There's nothing we can do about it.
As Queen, I declare this silly law abolished. Now, get this rat out of my castle.
Nanny Plum, you speak rat. Tell it to leave, please.
Now, what's rat for please leave? Oh, yes. Ahem. Get out of my kitchen!
Oh, Nanny, you've hurt a rat's feelings.
I think I can live with that.
Why does knitting have to be so noisy? What?
Daddy, it's brilliant. The baby woodpeckers are here.
Now you can tick them off in your book.
Ah, yes. Lovely.
Honestly, darling, why do you have to have such a noisy hobby?
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
King Thistle is not well.
Ooh. Daddy, you've blown our cards over.
I can't help it, Holly. I'm very ill.
You've just got a cold, that's all.
No. It's not just a cold. It feels worse than that.
Daddy's a bit grumpy.
Daddy's always grumpy when he's ill.
Then why don't you use a little fairy magic to make me better?
Darling, you know fairy magic can cure everything, except the common cold.
It's not a common cold. It's something serious and it needs sorting.
All right, I'll try a little magic. Abracadabra!
Achoo! Now I'm sneezing and I've got a stuffed up nose.
Sorry, but I told you magic wouldn't work. Perhaps you should see the elf doctor. Is that the elf doctor? Yes. The king is ill. Sneezing and a stuffed up nose. I know, but he thinks it's serious. Thank you. Goodbye. You rest in bed, darling, and wait for the doctor.
The doctor is here.
That's just the wise old elf.
I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a qualified doctor.
Oh, I see. Well, doctor, I am not well. I keep sneezing, my nose is blocked up and my head aches.
I see. Could you open your mouth and stick your tongue out? Now look up, look down, and wiggle your feet. Now flap your arms like a bird and whistle. Interesting.
At last, a thorough medical examination by a qualified doctor.
What you have is a case of acute viral nasopharyngitis,
Aha! You see? It is something bad.
otherwise known as the common cold.
Is that all?
No, you're grumpy as well.
Well, doctor, can you make me better?
Let me see what I've got. This should do the trick.
Does it taste bad?
Let's just say it doesn't taste good.
I'm not having it.
Daddy, we all have to have medicine when we're ill.
Oh.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Well, it does say cough mixture.
I know a recipe that can cure all kinds of colds, whether they be common or not. Expanding hands, itchy ears, hairy teeth, smelly noses, baldness. Here it is, the common cold. I just need to find the right ingredients.
Can we help you, Nanny Plum?
Of course.
Nanny Plum, what's in this medicine of yours?
Oh, just blackberry juice, lemon and sugar, and a few other things.
Nanny, what other things do we need?
Let's see. A dewdrop from a spider's web,
Ooh.
the slime from a slug,
Ooh.
and un drop de grenouille.
What's that?
Frog burp.
Ugh. You'll never get Daddy to drink that.
Oh no, it would be most unfortunate if anyone were to drink this. This is a potion for rubbing on his feet.
Ooh.
Right. First, we need a dewdrop on a spider's web.
Look, a dewdrop.
Stop, Holly. It's not a good idea to fly around Madam Spider.
Why, Nanny?
The flutter of our fairy wings is like a fly. And she likes to eat flies.
Eat eat flies? Ugh.
Shh! Yes, that's just what spiders do. You like to eat ice cream. Spiders like to eat flies. They have very smelly breath. Excuse me, Madam Spider. Could we possibly collect a dewdrop from your lovely web here? It is to make some medicine for the king. Madam Spider says yes.
I'll get the dewdrop, Nanny. Elves are very good at climbing, and I'm an elf.
Hooray!
Very good. Now we need the slime from a slug.
Look, a slug.
Holly, perhaps you could do the asking this time. You might have to shout a little, though, because slugs cannot hear very well.
Why's that, Nanny?
Because they have no ears.
Can't we just take some slime from the ground?
You can't go around collecting someone else's slime without asking them first. It's not polite.
Hello, Mr. Slug.
Louder.
Hello! My daddy, the king, isn't well. We need some of your slime to make his medicine. Can we collect some in this jar, please?
I think that means yes. Thank you ever so much. Well done, Holly. Let's check our list. A dewdrop,
Here, Nanny Plum.
slug slime.
Here, Nanny Plum.
Last of all, we need a frog burp. This could be tricky.
There's a frog, Nanny.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Frog. Would you be so good as to burp into this jar, please? Try and relax. That's it. Oh, we haven't got all day.
To make babies burp, you rub their backs.
OK, I'll rub the frog's back.
I can hear something.
Hooray!
Back to the kitchen. Now, let's mix all the ingredients. Blackberry, sugar, lemon, dewdrop, slug slime, and finally, the frog burp. And now, the magic words. Sugar and spice, glug, 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 burp of a frog, slime of a slug.
Ah, that's going to taste horrible.
No, Ben. Remember, it's a potion to rub on the feet, not to drink. Nobody would drink this.
Oh, my! That is bad! Ugh! That did taste disgusting!
Daddy, you shouldn't have drunk it.
You should have rubbed it on your feet.
What?
I wonder what will happen now. Let's see what the book says. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, dear.
What is it?
Silly me. It's not a recipe for cold medicine after all. It's a cure for baldness. But I must say, Your Majesty, long hair really does suit you.
Nanny Plum? I think my cold has gone.
Hooray!
Achoo! Oh, I seem to have caught the king's cold.
Oh, poor Nanny Plum. Now I'm going to take personal charge of getting you better.
Can we help too?
Of course you can. The more the merrier.
Please, that's not necessary, Your Majesty.
Oh, but it is.
Achoo!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The King's busy day.
Food delivery.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. I'm helping my dad today. He's very busy.
Thank you, Mr. Elf.
Got a dash. On to our next delivery.
Bye, Holly.
Bye, Ben. Daddy, are you busy?
I'm King Thistle. I'm always busy. I have lots of important work to do.
You're not working now.
I am. I'm practicing sitting still without falling asleep.
That's not work.
It is King's work, and it's harder than it looks.
Oh, what else is King's work?
Making speeches, shaking hands, and waving a lot.
That sounds fun. Can I help you work today?
Of course, Holly.
Oh, goody.
Magic car, drive on.
Now, the first job for any king is waving. It's a bit boring, but you do it like this.
Oh, look! It's the King!
Hello. Hello.
Hello! It's Princess Holly! Hello! This is fun!
Yes, a good wave will work wonders wherever you go.
Where are we going?
Nanny Plum, what's the first bit of work I'm doing today?
You're launching an elf boat, Your Majesty.
How do you launch a boat?
I'll show you.
Princess Holly and King Thistle.
Hooray!
This is where I make a speech. Well done, elves, for building this boat. It, looks like a good one. And I'm sure you will have a lot of, fun with it. Jolly good show. Now we smash a bottle of sparkling fairy juice against the side of the boat. Oh. But where is the fairy juice?
Sorry, Your Majesty. We're very busy today.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Ben.
Got a dash. On to our next delivery.
Bye, Holly.
Bye.
I declare this elf boat well and truly launched.
Daddy, what do we do now?
We shake hands and ask questions. Hello, and what do you do?
I hammer metal, Your Majesty.
How very interesting. Hello, and what do you do?
I'm the ship's cook, Your Majesty.
How very interesting. And what do you do?
I'm the captain, Princess Holly.
How very interesting. Daddy, can we ride on the boat? Please?
Good idea, Holly. I never get to try these things. Captain, would it be possible to ride on your boat, please?
It would be an honour, Your Majesty.
This is nice, Daddy.
Yes, it is rather nice, isn't it? I don't know why I've never done this before.
Would you like some lunch, Your Majesty?
Oh, yes. I am rather hungry.
Me too.
Telephone for Your Majesty. Someone called Nanny Plum?
Hello, Nanny Plum. Yes. Yes, of course. Right away. Nanny says I have to get back to work.
Oh, but Daddy, what about lunch?
I know, but there is more important king work to be done.
But Daddy, you're king. That means you're in charge.
Ah, Holly, everyone thinks I'm in charge, but really, I get told what to do all the time. When are we having lunch, Nanny?
There's no time for lunch, Your Majesty. You have to judge a fairy fruit and vegetable competition.
How do you do that, Daddy?
How do I do that, Nanny?
You pick the biggest.
Princess Holly and King Thistle. Here are the finalists, Your Majesty. This is a tomato.
Ah, very, big.
And this, a strawberry.
Also very big and, red. Now I have to make another speech. Ah. Well done, everybody, for growing this, stuff. It all looks, very big. Now, without further ado, I judge that the winner is the tomato. Or perhaps the strawberry. No, the tomato.
Daddy, they keep using magic.
Yes, this happens every time.
Why don't we just see which one tastes the best?
What a good idea. Let's taste them.
It can be our lunch.
First, the main course, the tomato. Delicious.
Now for pudding, the strawberry. Scrumptious.
Yum, yum. They're both so very tasty. They both win. Hooray! So, where's the trophy?
Hope I'm not too late, Your Majesty.
No, you're just in time. Well done. Jolly good show.
Hooray!
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. Bye, Holly.
Bye.
That was delicious. Now I'd like a little nap.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. There's no time for that.
But I'm tired, Nanny.
You must make another speech at the Festival of Elf and Fairy Dancing.
Oh, I don't know anything about dancing. How can I make a speech about it?
Daddy, I can do a speech. I've been watching you do it all day.
Excellent. You can make the speech, Holly.
Princess Holly and King Thistle.
Look, Mr. Elf has brought the musical instruments.
Hi, Holly. That was the last delivery. Now we can play.
You might have finished, Ben, but I'm still working.
Holly, it's time for your speech.
Hello. You all look very nice, and I hope you have fun dancing today.
Jolly good show.
Jolly good show. What happens now?
Now comes the hard bit. We have to sit still and not fall asleep.
In honour of Your Majesty, we will now do a dance.
How awful. Even worse. Very good. Very good.
Come on, Daddy. Let's dance.
What? But Oh, all right. Could you play something a little bit more modern?
Righto.
I like your work, Daddy. It's fun.
Oh, you're right, Holly. King's work is fun.
Oh, That was a busy day.
Ho, ho. Yes, it was.